Hey guys, figured I would keep trying to keep some new content coming up on the page, so figured I'd start doing a tech of the week or card of the week, some sort of something stand out that's in my mind at the moment. I can't really call this one tech of the week because I'm kind of looking towards nationals and how the format's going to be looking in the summer. Um, but the card I have to talk to you guys about today is Appropriate. Now, typically, when you see Appropriate, you think back to old school Exodia decks and things like this, um, trying to counter against it, or the ones that would help your opponent draw so you could draw more and get into Exodia. Um, the thing with Appropriate is going to be for Techgenus Hyper Librarian. The Draw Horde deck, I may be building it myself. I'm not sure yet. Uh, But so when you're thinking about building a deck, you got to think about the ways that people are going to try and counter it. Um, uh, I've seen a couple tech videos on Max C, which would work great against the deck as well. Um, but in a budget version of the card for people that don't want to go drop, $30+ on a Max C, Appropriate does the same thing and then some. Um, if you're playing against Samurais and if they're able to get the loop off, they can deck you out regardless of which one of these two cards you use. Um, but for the for the Draw Horde deck, Appropriate is just a double maxi. Um, Apparently, I have an alarm going off. My apologies. Um, so they're going to go into Hyper Librarian, which, if you guys don't know what that does, anytime you synchro summon a monster while it's face up on the field, you get to draw a card. And the way the deck works is it'll synchro summon 4 or 5+ times a turn, starting with Hyper Librarian, so they keep drawing to allow them to keep making those plays. Um, well, similar to if you max C a plant deck, that's going to slow them down for every time they special summon. Um, the draw appropriates the counter for the drawing effect of Hyper Librarian. They're going to see you activate Appropriate in response to their Hyper Librarian, and now they're going to be very reserved on if they're going to continue to overextend out to try and make that push for game. I'll post a link to one of the deck videos about Draw Horde that I'm sort of basing my build off of. If you guys don't know how it works, you can take a look at that. Um, the deck's designed to push for game in one turn, but if they're going to draw 5, and that means you get to draw 10 off of Appropriate, whether you're playing Fader or Gores, because part of the point of the deck is they hope to at least clear part of the field first. So if you can get rid of your backfields trying to stop anything, or if they're just clearing your monsters first, um, you're going to Appropriate to get into your Battle Faders or Trag. Um, if you're a player that's using Swift Scarecrow, anything like that, Effect Veiler, even to maybe stop in the middle of the play somewhere. I'm expecting to see 1, maybe 2 of those mained in a lot of things this format. Appropriate is just going to give you those options. For me, playing Shining, if I happen to still have a monster out on the field, regardless of almost anything of what it is, um, all this extra draw power could help me get into the 1 Honest in the deck so that they can't run me over and push through. I'll just Honest the first thing, and now they can't touch me the rest of the turn. Just some thoughts and ideas for Appropriate. Figured I'd go ahead and throw this up as sort of a budget counter to the Draw Horde deck. Let me know what you guys think. If you have better ideas, comment, rate, subscribe, and peace out.